everyone, how's it going? So today we're going to be doing Marvel Strike Force video. I know it's been a while since my last upload, and my last upload, well, it wasn't really an upload, it was just opened a bunch of stuff and I just wanted to have a way to show my Alliance members so I didn't do any kind of editing or anything, voiceovers or anything like that. But today we're going to be doing Marvel Strike Force video, and we're going to be opening a bunch of orbs. As you can see here in my supply section, I have over 985 orbs. But that's not the total count, because as you can see on this top row here, I got a lot of orbs. So we're going to open those. Actually, you know what? So 9 a.m. my time is when my store refreshes, so I'm just going to go through the store really quick and pick up some stuff that I may or may not need. So I'm just going to go through the supply section real quick. Now for anybody that's like thinking about playing the game or is like a pretty new player, typically, or I'm a firm believer, I should say, in not spending cores on stuff like this, which is like gear piece. Like, that's extremely expensive. Or even character shards. Like, I think I maybe did it once and I didn't think it was a good deal. I think I just kind of did it on impulse. Sometimes I'm a little impulsive with that kind of stuff. So I don't recommend doing that. So that's pretty much all I buy from here is stuff for gold, usually orange gear. So this is a mini 14. Excuse me. So these are useful because these are just now farmable, but if you can spend a little bit of gold, I mean, it's not really a little bit, but if you can spend some gold to speed up your farming, I recommend that. But stuff like this, you need so many of these pieces, I don't think it's worth the gold to spend them on. And then these ones, you can't really tell because there's no indicator, but these are ones that are very short in supply, so these are the good ones to buy as well. You can just kind of tell by the quantity, honestly. Like, this was another Gear 14 piece. Same with this one. The reason I'm not buying this one is because there's not a lot of Mystic characters I'm upgrading right now, so I don't really need them. Like, these are the only two even eligible for this piece. So I'm just going to kind of click through and check out the different stores and see if there's anything else. I have all the characters in the Blitz store maxed out, so I'm not looking at characters. But if I use resources during war, this is where you buy those. So I don't need any right now. As you can see, I'm maxed. So I'm going to go to the raid store, and I'm just going to click on these. Now, all of the named characters like Cyclops, Rocket Raccoon, and the other named characters in this store, I already have maxed out. So right now I'm just working on the minions. As you can see, that was 300 out of 300. So just scroll through here real quick, see if I need any purple gear. I'm not really stressing about purple gear because, as you can tell by my raid like little indicator right here, I've got tons and tons and tons of orbs to open in here. Just to give you a preview, I've got 202 purple raid gear orbs, so that's quite a bit. So I'm not really concerned about purple gear at the moment. In my arena, so I've got 650 credits, so I'm going to buy Corvus Glaive. The reason he's 248 out of 200 is because I haven't started him up just yet. Just been kind of holding on to gold until I open up my gold orbs, and then I'm going to go through and everybody in my roster that's eligible, I'm going to star them up. So that's what I'm waiting on there, but I pretty much have everything in this store maxed as well, except towards the bottom when you get to these minions. Yeah, so Hand Archer, Hydra Armored Guard, and this guy, the Aim Researcher, are the only ones I don't have maxed. And then we're going to go to the War Store. So War Store, I pretty much exclusively just farm characters. At this point, I'm farming X-23, who is not showing in the store at this time. I'm farming her because I'm trying to get Dr. Octopus. I should have enough to get him 6 stars. Oh, look at that, she's right there as well in the red. I guess this is the promotion store. Yeah. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna buy this 6 red star Carnage. Oh yeah. Look at those credits. I just gave myself another bounce over here. So this is an elite 4-star orb, so that means I'm guaranteed to get a 4 or higher, so that's pretty dope. But yeah, I really love my symbiote team, that's why I bought that. It's kind of an impulse, honestly. So now I'm only at 33 credits, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit before I can buy another 6 red star, but that's fine. Then I don't really buy these, but yeah, as I was saying, I'm farming exclusively X-23 out of the War Store because I'm trying to get Dr. Octopus as high as possible. And I guess let's go take a look at my roster so I can upgrade this Carnage. Man, he's beast. He is a beast. 6 red stars, 124,000 power. It's pretty strong. He's almost near the top of my list right now. As you can see, I maxed out all of his T4s. We're just waiting on levels because I think currently I'm only level 78. But yeah, just a quick scroll through my roster. The only characters I do not have unlocked at this time are Dr. Octopus, because I didn't have X-Force high enough when he initially came out, and then Dr. Doom, because I mean obviously nobody's beaten Dark Dimension 4 at this time, or at the time of recording. And then the Astonishing X-Men that aren't released yet, as well as Longshot, who's part of the X-Force team. He was just made purchasable, so his Blitz is coming out next week, I believe. And then Red Guardian and Yelena, her Blitz is going to be in January, and his event hasn't started yet. Oh wow, he actually is the strongest character in my roster, look at that. So yeah, pretty beastly. Some of these characters I've upgraded just because of impulse, like Ant-Man. I started working on him exclusively because I pulled that 7th red star on him. So if I remember correctly, it was actually a promotion from 4 to 7. So that was pretty awesome. So I did that on impulse. Punisher, kind of the same thing. He was my first 6 red star, so I kind of went ham on him. And it looks like it's going to pay off with the skill military team that's coming out, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then the rest of these are kind of just like, well, I guess Nick Fury's kind of an outlier pick, but again, that 6th red star. And I was struggling in Global Dark Dimension 3, so he helped out there. But the rest, everything else is pretty, I would say pretty common, I would say. Thanos is a huge contender for like 7 red stars, Gear 14, and he's going to be a Gear 15 candidate as soon as it's possible because the Black Order is just such a strong team. Black Bolt and Phoenix are just insane damage, so that's why they're upgraded. I used those in Arena for a long time, and even Black Bolt I used in Raids for a while before the Symbiotes really kicked off. And then just kind of scrolling through my roster. So I kind of went out of my way to build my entire roster to about, this is Gear 10. So I've built up a majority of my roster to that point. There's still characters I'm working on. Ghost is obviously Gear 13 because it's orange, but like Ronin and some of the other characters down here, like I went from my highest save squad team, and I just started kind of like making my way down. So as you can see, like some of these guys, well, I guess, yeah, so like my Sabretooth, because I haven't got to my Marauders just yet, and just other teams like that. Like even some of my other hand, like he's Gear 10 only because I was struggling with Tier 7 of the Relic event, and I really wanted those extra materials. But yeah, all of these characters, I'm just waiting on opening my gold orbs so I can upgrade them all. But I've got quite a few that can do some upgrades. Let's see, X-23, I've almost got her 6-star, so I'm hoping, depending on how my orbs go, that I'll be able to get a 6-star Dr. Octopus when he rolls around in January. We'll have to wait and see on that though. But as you can see, I have tons and tons and tons and tons of characters to upgrade. And after opening all the premium orbs I have, hopefully it'll be a lot more characters to upgrade. So without further ado, let's get into these orbs. As you can see, I've got 100 premium orbs, which is kind of a lot. And I've got my settings turned on, so I'm going to be opening 10 orbs at a time, so it's not going to take terribly long. So the first 10, ooh, a decent amount of gold, some characters. Domino, that's a huge one. That's great. I'm pretty excited about that. And then just keep scrolling. Ooh, Negasonic, that's a huge W as well. Shatterstar, he's just brand new, so that's awesome. Red Skull, another good W right there. Ooh, and Baku, oof, not that great. Already have him maxed out. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. Oh, well, Squirrel Girl and Taskmaster, even though it's only 1 shard. Every shard counts. So let's keep going. So 15 Proximas are a huge deal, because I'm not farming her node just yet. Mr. Fantastic is another great one. Let's see, got some Shocker, or Electro, I mean. Need some Red Skull. So we're doing alright. We haven't gotten any Yo-Yo or Cull yet. Ooh, 25 Yellow Jacket, that's awesome. And some Stature. Okay, so that's a W right there, because he's brand new too. Well, not brand new, but like he's just very recent. And so is She-Hulk, so that's another great one right there. Okay, so we're about 50% of the way through. Ooh, we got some Ghost. Some X-23, nice. So she's officially 6 stars. Got some more Proxima. Let's keep scrolling through. Do I need this guy? No, that's the one. I only need 1 Hydra person, I believe. Ooh, some more Electro. Nice. So that's another star for her. Taskmaster. Awesome. Oh, Yo-Yo. Nice. Don't mind the chimes in the background, that's just the Xbox. Ooh, 1 cull. So much for boosted rates, huh? What was that, 60? Yeah, we're 60 orbs in, we just pulled our first cull in Proxima, so that's pretty savage, but hey, 40 Ghost Rider, that's pretty nice. 15 Anti-Venom, that's a huge deal, because Anti-Venom's a awesome character. He was exclusive to like some limited time like milestones, so he was a hard character to star up. Ooh, Scream, nice, nice, nice. Just keep going, we've only got 30 premium orbs. Swarm, some Electro, nice. So I'm already pretty happy because there's a bunch of stars and a bunch of different characters, and that's going to save me time in the arena store, so that's awesome. Ooh, more Ghost. So Ghost is a fantastic character. She's relatively new. She's part of that Pim Tech team, and she's very, very important for things like Dark Dimension and such like that. Ooh, nice. Saving me time for when I eventually farm Doctor Strange. Nothing too crazy. Alright, last one. Oh wow, 30 Carnages. That's crazy. And then, oh, awesome. 6-star on the screen, so that's great. So 100 premium orbs. Oh wow. Last one to get Cull and Yo-Yo. Can't complain about that, it's pretty good. And then Nobu. If you watch OMG on YouTube, he has choice words for Nobu. So just go ahead and scroll real quick. We only got 15 Domino out of 100 premium orbs. That's pretty crazy, actually. Other huge characters. Shatterstar is obviously brand new, so getting any shards for him is awesome. Negasonic, that's going to save me some time farming her node, because she's farmable in the Nexus campaign. He was just made farmable, but anything for Red Skull is nice. If you play real-time arena at all, Red Skull is an awesome choice. You could team him up with like Zemo, Winter Soldier, and just those 3 alone, you can build. You can kind of get creative with it, and you can make some pretty nasty teams for real-time arena. I was smashing it pretty good yesterday with that team. Squirrel Girl, she's relatively new to farming, so is Taskmaster. So any shards I can get for them would be pretty nice. Proxima, another good choice right there for that Black Order team. And she's node farmable, so that'll save me some time. Electro, not yet farmable, and that'll give me another star on her. She's really good too. Same thing for Yellow Jacket, pretty new. So, and if Pim Tech ends up being needed for the next legendary character, that's going to help me out a ton, because that'll be my 4th star. So now I just got to wait and see how they're going to make him available for that 5th star. So we'll keep scrolling. Stature's another relatively new character for that Pim Tech team. She-Hulk, relatively new still. She was added in for that Fantastic Four team, although I'm kind of in that camp that's like maybe she won't stay there, maybe they're going to move her to like a Gamma team with Hulk. Some X-23 shards, like I said, that's going to save me time and currency. Same thing for, well, Ghost is not yet farmable, so any shards for her is awesome. Just keep scrolling through. Only 17 Cull out of 100 orbs, that's kind of nuts actually. 40 Ghost Rider, that's insane. That's going to save me some farm time too. Like I said, this is going to save me some currency in arena. Anti-Venom, huge. I love the symbiotes, so any shards I can get for them, awesome. And it's Scream, like, perfect. Swarm, I'm not big on Swarm. Some of my alliance mates really like him and say that he's really useful. I don't know. Even when I get my Dr. Octopus, I don't think I'll be using him, honestly. And then that's going to wrap it up for the premium orbs. Overall, I'm really happy. I got some stars on characters I really like. We're not going to be opening red stars because I've already pulled 4 red stars on Longshot, so there's really no need for that. I'm going to save that for the next boosted character. So let's scroll down. So basic orbs. I'm just going to kind of blow through these pretty quick because there's so many of them. They got 300 of them, so I'm just going to kind of blast through these. Yeah, I'm just going to take a quick scroll and bounce because I don't think you can get more than 1 shard of a character. So getting like big deals isn't, it's like not as big as a premium, you know, where premiums, I think the minimum is 15 if they land in the middle, but that's pretty, okay, so you can't get more than that, so I think that was just, yeah, so you can get 5 in the middle. I think that's the big drop. So 5 Anti-Venom, and again, very big, because huge into symbiotes. Ooh, Zemo, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Zemo's a great character, so that's always going to be pretty great. So we're just going to keep blowing through these. We got some Shatterstar in there. I'm going to have tons and tons of Ultimus Orbs by the end of this, and it's going to be quite nuts, actually. So I've been playing the game for over 900 days, I believe. I gotta go check my achievements, but I actually don't have a 7-star Ultimus yet. So all this Ultimus food, as people call it, it's gonna be helpful for me because I do want to have a maxed out Ultimus. Not so much gear-wise or ability mats, but I want to have a 7-star one because he's just kind of like a trophy character, you know. If you ever played Galaxy of Heroes, he's pretty similar to General Grievous. Well, not so much anymore because Grievous is much more available. But General Grievous used to be exclusive to their shard shop, which is just exactly the same thing as the Ultimate store in this game. Don't mind the vents, they're just kicking on. It's not that cold today, but... so yeah, pretty excited. I really want that 7-star Ultimus. In the Ultimus Orbs themselves, you can get, I think, like 25 or 50 as drops for Ultimus shards. So, hoping that after this, maybe I'll get close, pretty close to that 7-star. I think I have him halfway now. So yeah, this is going to be pretty useful. I mean, blue gear is not that needed, and neither is green, but doesn't hurt to have too much, right? Especially if they add in, at some point, if they add in some kind of like gear exchange system. Like I know Galaxy of Heroes did that. Because they added a new progression tier, so they added in a way that you can grind up those materials by turning old gear into stuff. So if Marvel Strike Force does it at some point, whether it's to turn them into gear or training mats or whatever, that would be a pretty big deal, and I know a lot of people would be happy about it. So, I mean, I'm never going to say no to too much stuff. I mean, free stuff is free stuff, right? And these basic orbs, they're just full of free stuff. Like, you can see I'm getting, like, shards of premium characters left and right, like Captain Marvel. She's a pretty big deal, because she was exclusive to Milestone Orbs there for a while. Let's see. Got some Hela. I know Hela's another cherished character by a lot of the, I don't know, fan base of the game, players of the game, whatever you want to say. So, oh nice, I might actually, no, just kidding, 9 more. I was about to say, I might actually be able to star up my cull, but that's not going to happen. So we'll just take a quick scroll through. Not expecting to see a lot of character shards. Like, Negasonic is a pretty big deal, because like I said, that's going to save me some farming time. Domino's going to save me some luck. For those that don't know, Domino is exclusive to Blitz Orbs, and she has a boosted rate, but honestly, like, my luck on getting her out of the orbs is terrible. Sinister is exclusive to the War Store, so that's pretty nice. People really love that character. Ghost, like I said, always good. She-Hulk's relatively new. Taskmaster, 1 shard there, 3 Electros. So yeah, some Anti-Venoms and Screams, I'll always take that, super happy about that. Those are the last 2 I need to star up. Shatterstar, so that's going to be helpful. Yellow Jacket, nice, very nice. Some X-23, yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about that. So let's keep her going. That was basic orbs. So now this is the one. Woo, hope I get lucky. So as you can see back here, 3 million is the highest drop, so let's see what we get. Oh, there's gold right there, 1 million already. So 2.6, that's pretty good for 10 orbs. Let's go some more. Oof, 1.9, not that good. Just keep it going. Ooh, another 1 million drop on the side, 2.9 again. So you can see already up 8.4. Keep going. Oh, no, a 2 million drop, awesome, so 3.8. Keep going. Another 2.1 million. Let's see, so 3 orbs, 470. Not bad. As you can see, I jumped up from 700,000 to 14 million gold, so I'm pretty excited about that. So Snow Globe orbs, these orbs, they're fantastic. I'm pretty sure they made the characters available in this, just characters that were released this year, and that's a huge deal, because there's a lot of, okay, no, that's not true. But there's nothing but great characters in here. As you can see, Symbiote Spider-Man is in this orb, you got Zemo, awesome. Awesome. Lots of good characters in this orb, so I'm pretty stoked about this. And there's gold on the sides, so we're going to be getting tons of gold from this. So Elsa, it's great, it's going up to 7 stars. Got some Negasonic, got some Minerva, newly to the War Store. Saved me some time on Graviton too as well. Awesome. So these orbs are great. Ooh, 16 coal. Yes. So that is the next star level on him. Pretty psyched about that. Pretty good. Can't complain. Those are more free orbs. So that's awesome. So 51 of the legacy orbs. Let's send it. I'm not expecting a lot of like things I actually need from this orb, just because all of the characters in this orb, I'm pretty sure, or most of them I should say, because you need cable, obviously. A lot of these characters, or this orb is like exclusively characters that have been in the game for a while. So the main things I'm looking for is gold and the different kinds of gear. It's like bio gear, like this piece is always needed for bio characters. Like for each type of character, there's always one piece that's like needed more than the others, or so it seems. Like I don't know what this is called. Yeah, laser torch. Those are always needed for tech characters. It always seems like I never have enough, and then there's other pieces where I have more than enough, like this thing. I don't even know what this is. A charged particle. I always have way too much of that. Or is it this one? I don't know. I've been doing a lot of tech characters lately, so that's a bad example. And then the last one is Yondu. So let's take a quick scroll through here. So yeah, not a ton of characters I need, but this is all going to be Ultimus food, and like I said earlier, the more Ultimus the better, because I'm trying to get that guy maxed out as soon as possible. So we're going to do training orbs now. I don't know what this number means. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know how many training materials a character uses, so I'm just going to take those yellow drops and be like, yeah, I got some good drops. So we'll go through these two. So these ones, what we're looking for is those orange pieces, which we didn't get any. That's unfortunate. But the purple, green, and blue ones, I'm at a surplus of. I have like so many. Kind of want to save the mega orbs for last, but it's telling me I got some stuff up here. Oh yeah, I'm not going to use those, so I'll just keep going. And if you like the music, go check it out on YouTube. It's just non-copyright music, and then I'm going to leave the description down I'm going to leave the link in the description. I'm sorry. And then, as you can see back on my TV back there, yeah, it's Krillin, because I'm watching the Return of Cooler movie, or Revenge of Cooler, I can't remember. Ooh, so that's huge. So what we're looking from here is Symbiote Spider-Man. I'm not that far. I think I'm only 50 shards away from getting the next star on him, so that's a huge deal. And then, so these are different fragments for orbs. So as you can see, I got enough for another premium orb, so that's pretty nice. And then hopefully I'll get some more gold orbs too. So we're just going to keep going. We got 22 minutes on the record time, so I'll try to speed it up a little bit. Probably lost some people's interest by now, I'm sure. But I'm trying to engage, I'm trying to keep the conversation going, trying to be a little entertaining. I guess I can take this time to promote some stuff that I'm trying to do. My buddy Josh hit me up the other day and he was like, hey, so we should do a collab video. And I was like, you know what, yeah, we should. We haven't done a collab video in a while. It's been kind of slow because of 2020's like release and stuff. And he was like, well, with Wonder Woman releasing on Christmas, we should do a review on the first one to kind of like build up hype for it. And I was like, you know what, yeah, you're right, we should. So we're gonna do that here pretty shortly. Not sure on an exact time, so I'll update you guys. Well, I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this, but hopefully somebody watches this. But we're gonna be doing like a collab review like we've done in the past of Wonder Woman, the first one. And I'm really excited about that because I really enjoyed Wonder Woman. I've only seen it a handful of times. I own it on DVD. I don't know. I haven't been as much into rewatching movies as of late. I've been rewatching, or not rewatching anything really. I've been watching like new shows to me, or just different stuff like that. So it's been a minute since I've seen it, so I'm really excited to watch it again because I really enjoyed it. I don't think I ever reviewed Captain Marvel, but I absolutely hated Captain Marvel. I thought it was garbage. And some people will say, oh, you're just a sexist, you don't like female characters, and that's just completely not true, because I just think Captain Marvel is just bad. I don't know how else to put it. But Wonder Woman was a great example of how you do like a strong, oh yeah, 35,000 Ultimus credits right there. Wonder Woman was an example of how you do strong female characters correctly. Like, I just thought it was an amazing movie. I was really impressed with the quality and everything like that. So I really enjoyed Wonder Woman, so I'm really excited to do this collab with Josh, and really looking forward to that. So we got 5 gold orbs, another free 2 million gold right there. So look at that, 18 million gold, that's insane. And it's all going to be gone today. So let's do these 5 training mats. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know how to value that. 5 abilities, let's kind of get some oranges. slow it down a little bit. Yeah, so three is pretty insignificant. You need, I think at the minimum, you need like 120 to upgrade one ability, and it's the basic ability, so it's really not that valuable. So that it's pretty insignificant, even though orange is supposed to be a big deal. So last ones, yeah, we'll open those 7 at the same time and see what we get. So minimum drop is that 50 in the middle, and then we got some hundreds. So 100 Electro is actually a pretty big deal. I think that's going to be able to star up her. Ooh, almost again. I'm 1 shard off, it looks like. Well, so that's kind of disappointing. Not really large quantities of any useful characters, but that will be some pretty dope Ultimus payout. Yeah, 5,000. Alright, so not terrible. Could have been better, obviously. So we're done with this section, so we'll hop over and do this real quick. So these ones I'm actually going to save, because these ones are, like, you can choose. So if you see that 108, it's going to be across the board for all of these, because you can actually choose which purple gear you want. So if you're working on a bunch of tech characters, this is 108 orbs of just tech purple gear. So that's a pretty big deal. It's honestly really nice. So instead, let's go through these 50 Blitz orbs. Like, again, the big thing we're looking for is Domino, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to get 7 or 6-star Dr. Octopus just because of Domino. Oh wow, I'm actually getting more drops. Don't mind Manny, I think he woke up grumpy or something. Kara's upstairs taking care of him. Not neglecting my kid or anything, that's insane. I'll probably go up and check on him as soon as I'm done recording. I think he's just grumpy. He's been sleeping kind of bad lately. Alright, so just scroll through this real quick. So 25 dominoes out of what was that, 59 orbs, I think. So that's not terrible. Not the best drop rate either. And then I don't know how many of these characters I could actually use. So we'll go down and convert those into Ultimus credits real quick. Another 3,000. All right, so not terrible. And then open these raid orbs. So that's insane. All this time I've been saving since like July. I only have 15 of these. That's insane. So yeah, most of these characters I already have maxed out, so it's going to be a lot of the minions, and actually it looks like some of the minions I thought I needed I have maxed out already. So yeah, raid orbs, they're just not beneficial for me anymore. I went the route from when I started the game of just hard farming characters I needed. So yeah, that wasn't too much of anything. So like, so yeah, another 1,500 credits. So when they added Cyclops to the store, I would check the store routinely. I think mine refreshes 3 times a day or something like that. So I would come into the store, look for Cyclops, and if there wasn't, I would just bypass it and check the next store for whatever pops up in the arena that I need. So I don't spend that many credits at once. I don't really spend credits on gear anymore. So that's kind of like why that orb it's not useful for me anymore. It's just Ultimus food. And then I don't really care about these too much. It's just blue orbs, so blue gear. Although I did run out of bio blue gear recently, because we had a patch where it was just bio on bio on bio, and it was crazy. Because it was like 2 new symbiotes, and then She-Hulk, and then Stature. There was a lot of bio characters, so I ran out of blue gear actually for bio. So I dipped into these a little bit. But as you can see, I still have tons and tons of blue orbs. But that's fine, because you know, your blue and green is always going to be needed, so it's not, having too much is not an issue in my mind. Ooh, too bad that's a gold drop for blue gear. So that was actually, so if you see, I'll have to point it out next time they show up. Excuse me. So if you see the, like, it was kind of hard to tell, honestly. There's like blue dots at the bottom of gear. That's a fully crafted piece. Wow, yeah, I guess it is pretty rare because we're not getting another one. So that's a fully crafted piece, meaning you can yeah, see, that right there. So that's 2 dots, so you can that's a fully crafted piece, so you can straight up equip it. You don't have to spend gold to combine it. Same thing there, it's 1. It goes up to 3, I believe, at the max. For those little dots on the bottom. And every gear has that except for green, I believe. Just random fun fact. Like I said, I'm just trying to chit-chat and keep it kind of entertaining. What else do we got coming up? Oh, The Mandalorian Season 2 finished up, so I'm going to be... I'll probably put out my own solo review, and then I'll probably do a collaboration with Josh on that. I know he wasn't a big fan of the first season. I really wasn't either. I thought it was highly overrated. But I think that this season is significant of improvement over the first season. I really enjoyed it a lot more. I did a lot better job maintaining keeping my attention as the season went on. So I'm pretty hyped about it. Really want to talk about it. I think the thing that disappointed me most was the ending. Obviously, this isn't a Mandalorian video, so I'm not going to go into like spoilers or my review or anything of it right now. Just trying to make small talk while I'm doing this. What else? I'm reading some comics right now. I've been collecting a lot of comics lately. I want to go over the Dark Multiverse books because they just started. I'm just going to refer to it as Season 2 because I don't know if they have an official name for it. But they got like the next batch of Dark Multiverse titles releasing. So that's pretty exciting. We really want to cover those because it's stories like Flashpoint. And if you don't know what the Dark Multiverse is, that's fine. I'll go over that in my videos, my review videos. Just keep opening. So now we're on to purples, which purples is actually pretty nifty. So I'll point out like important pieces as I see them. That's kind of important. I ran out of those a while back. I don't think that's as necessary. Actually, just give me 1 second. Alright, so sorry about that. I am back. Probably going to be an edit there, because I'm not sure if it actually stopped the recording or not. So let's keep going. I'll point out some more significant pieces as we see them. This is one of those significant pieces. I feel like I'm always running out of isomers. It's huge in BioGear. So just keep going. Got a bunch more orbs to open. Nothing too crazy here that I can see. Maybe I'm... Nah, I don't think any. Like, these are pretty... Like, those are pretty necessary for Mystic Gear. I feel like I'm always at a deficit of those as well. These are pretty just useful because you need tons and tons of these different catalyst parts. So those are always nice to get tons of. I feel like I run out of these a lot when I'm upgrading my mutant characters. But there's such a small number of mutant characters, like I'm never grinding up their gear a lot. Except there's going to be a lot coming in the next coming patches. There's a lot of X-Men coming, a lot of... Yeah, see the torches. A lot of X-Men, that X-Factor team. So, mutant gear is going to be, I think, a pretty big crunch going forward because those teams are not complete. So they announced a bunch of the Astounding X-Men, but they're not all available yet. So right now I think it's just Kitty, Iceman, and Beast. So that's a decent amount of gear right there. There's 3 characters. And then Jubilee is a legendary character, so she's also obviously mutant. And then there's the unannounced 5th member of the Astounding X-Men. So whenever they come around, I know mutant gear is going to be a crunch for a lot of people. And then of course, whenever X-Factor gets their other 3 members, because only 2 of them are announced right now. The only ones we know of are Shatterstar and Longshot. I believe... or my speculation is that Richter is going to be one of the characters, because if you look at the load screens, there's one where they talk about his relationship with, I believe, Shatterstar, or is it Longshot? One of the two. They talk about their relationship because they're a couple. So I was like, is that just like a Trump Hunt trivia fact since he's added to the game, or is that going to be like they're hinting that, hey, they have a relationship, they're probably he's going to be coming to the game to work with him and have some synergy and kind of boost up that X-Factor team. Because some people will be like, well, in the comics, this person was on the team, and I was kind of like that when the game first started, but you gotta understand, this game is like the movies. They just kind of do what they want with the characters. So, I mean, just because they're in a comic, I mean, it doesn't really mean too much to these guys. They kind of just do whatever they want. Of course, it's all approved by Marvel in some capacity, at least, but for the most part, it's just kind of like, they just do what they do. So that's pretty big right there. So I got 50, so it took me up from 35, so that's a pretty big deal. So yeah, X-Factor, they're going to be an insane team. You can already tell. Just Shatterstar and Longshot by themselves, absolutely nuts. So that's going to be pretty intense. I can't wait for that team. I feel like they're going to have a lot of potential for countering some of the big teams out there. So these are, I forgot exactly what they're called. Let's go back and check it out. Orange Gear Raid Orbs. So these ones are just like catalyst pieces and these like small grindable pieces, which is good because I'm actually at a deficit of these right now. I'm needing a lot of bio ones, but the game's probably going to do that thing where they tease me and give me bio the least out of everything. So these are nifty, but the other orange orbs are more valuable because they have things like mini 14s and mini 15s, as well as like the unique big pieces. So bio, I don't really need those. I need the isomers, the orange isomers the most. I think the game is gonna troll me a little bit. Out of all these orbs, I haven't seen any just yet. Oof, there's one. I got one. Oh man. But hopefully that means when I get around to tech and mystic characters, I'm not going to have as hard of a time gearing them up. We'll just have to wait and see there. Tons of phosphates, I'm noticing. Tons of phosphates, but isomers, I'm not getting much. That's rough. But hey, it is what it is. Out of 500, I've gotten like 5 so far. Ugh. But that's okay. Because at the end of the day, I think what frustrates a lot of people and why some people end up quitting the game is this game is a marathon. It's not a sprint. If you're trying to do everything right now, you're trying to get that immediate satisfaction out of every game mode and every character, like, it's not going to happen unless you like spend tons and tons of money. And even then, you can get stonewalled on some stuff. Like the brand new Dark Dimension, you have to have essentially maxed out characters in order to even enter the game mode. And some of the most whaliest whales out there haven't even finished yet. Some of them are straight up stalled out at like 30% of the mode, whereas like some of, they've bunkered down and tried to get through it as much as possible, and they're still only at 70%, which is absolutely insane. I believe somebody on Reddit did the math, and the amount of money they've already spent just to get to 70% of the mode is absolutely insane. And yeah, it's nuts. There's so much, like there's only so much you can do if you're not going to be a heavy spender. So you just got to keep that mentality. Like you just got to bunker down and do your best and make the best of what you can, because it's a marathon. Like I said, it's a marathon. So every game mode, every team, like you can't max out everything day one. It's just not how that works. So just keep going. This video is getting pretty long already at 37 minutes. Just keep going. Like I said, I'm looking out for those isomers, and I have noticed they've been popping up a lot more lately, so I'm pretty happy about that. Thank you, game. Or Scopely, if you're listening, thank you very much. For those of you that don't know, the game was originally owned by Fox Next until the studio was sold to Scopely. So now Scopely's the people in charge. There's a good assortment. I'm pretty happy about this. I mean, I hoarded it for so long. It's gonna do nothing but help my roster at this point. So I'm pretty happy. Getting tons and tons of different types of gear. Like another, oh yeah, see, I went from 19 to 79, so that's awesome. I'm very excited. So just keep going. Oh, another 11? Wow. Okay. All right. Pretty excited about that. So for bio, I've got Symbiote Spider-Man and Carnage to gear 14, so now I'm working on Anti-Venom, and I need tons of these pieces, obviously. Alright, so we're about to finish up here, and then we'll do the thing where we just kind of scroll through and see what the final result was. So, Superior Basic Catalyst, that's a pretty big deal. Each character needs, I think, a couple thousand of those, so that's pretty huge. Just scroll through. Like I said, this was the main prize for me, so 84, not bad. Not bad at all. And then phosphates, I'm looking pretty good there. So for bio gear, I'm actually looking pretty good. Pretty satisfied with that, pretty happy. I think the one I have the most stockpile of, I think, is, I believe, Mystic, or maybe even Skill. Using more Mystics right here, so yeah, see, that's crazy. I've got a ton of mutants. I was actually debating bringing up Mr. Sinister just because I'm not upgrading any other mutant characters. So for Dark Dimension 3, he'll help me speed up that process a little bit. Nothing in the arena store. So let's go into my War Orbs. So depending on where you are in the game, people discourage these two, which is fine. I mean, they're not going to help your roster the most. But depending on what point you are in the game, these are going to be the best for you. So if you're trying to get into Dark Dimension 3, this is going to be the best, and we'll go into these and explain why. It's because of these right here. These are the gear 14 pieces, and these are so essential. They're farmable now, so people will be like, oh, don't use this orb, they're farmable, just farm them. You can do that, but I think it's more beneficial to open these orbs to accelerate your progress, because otherwise you're waiting on them to pop up in the gold store, and that's just going to take a while. So this will speed up your farming quite a bit. So if you're trying to get into Dark Dimension 3, this is what I would recommend. But if you're like me, where you're pretty comfortable already in Dark Dimension 3, you've got a decent amount of characters, and you're kind of chugging your way through, then these orbs are going to be the ones you want to go for. And it's because of oh, they're on the side. Interesting. Oh wait, so these drop on the left side. These are the like uniques I was talking about. So these, like 4 characters will require these, or something crazy like the vibranium. Like tons of characters require vibranium, and you need, like, if you're trying to go from gear 14 to 15, you need 20. What is it? 26 or 25? So I need tons of these. I need 24 just so I can take anti-venom from 13 to 14. So these are very important. So these are huge. So let's go down to the right pillar, and these are all the gear 15 mini pieces. So you need 17, I think, per piece, and you need, I think, between 4 and 5 pieces per character. So these are, oh man, it's just so nuts. So these I'm not going to be able to open 10 at a time just because they exclusively use the currency, and I can't just do times 10. But I've got 23,000, so we'll try to get through these pretty quick. This is for tech characters, so that's pretty nice. I think the first tech character I'm going to work on is Minerva. That's for mutants. Probably do either Phoenix or Emma first. Another mutant piece. So these are, I thought they were for another character too, but it looks like just Iron Fist. So that's not incredibly useful for me, just because I don't plan on using Iron Fist any more than I have right now, or like taking him any higher, I should say. So that was that Spectrum thing was for bio characters. That's, I think, yeah, this is mutant. So this is just going to save me time when I'm trying to farm up for gear 14 for Dark Dimension 4. Microdots, I may or may not do Punisher to 14, we'll see. And then Fury's also kind of up in the air, because there's a legendary exclusive section of Dark Dimension 4, so I think Fury could be a good option for it, because Fury summons minions and he spreads buffs and does all kinds of good stuff. Excuse me. And there's not a ton of skill characters and even less skill legendaries. He might actually be the only one. I'm gonna have to double check that. But yeah, maximizing your gear types, or I guess they're character traits, is pretty big when you're trying to go into the dark dimensions. So for global is like an overarching one, and then skill is like specific to characters. Where like so Punisher is a skill character, but I believe he's city. So like, I'm doing a terrible job of explaining traits, but you kind of get what I'm trying to say. Or if you don't, I mean, I can do a better job of explaining once we go over to the roster screen. So I've got some red stars. I'm not going to open those. Like I said, I'm waiting for specific characters. And then for these, I was just saving these just in case there was an orb opening event and these were higher points or whatever, because ISO's pretty new to the game. It was just added in this year. So we'll just kind of blow through these because, I mean, they're all level 1s. They're nothing spectacular. The biggest thing is you need a bunch of level 1s to make level 5s. So that's going to save farming time there. I don't recommend taking characters to level 5 ISO yet. Unless it's a team you're very committed to. Like my symbiote team I took up to 5, and that's about it for now. If you're going to take characters up, I would say level 3 is the highest you want to take them up unless you're super committed to a team. Even for myself, I've only done level 1 for a lot of my roster. So there's that. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, probably going to be another cut. But let's just finish these up and see what happens. Alright, so we finished up all, I think it was 150 orbs. We're just going to take a quick scroll through here. So each one of these little symbols indicates a different trait that they can be equipped to. Like I think this one is, I want to say controller, this one is protector, brawler, blaster, and then I believe this one is support. So we got a pretty good number of a lot of different pieces. I would say about the average is about 30 or so. So that's pretty good, because I believe it's like 80 or 90 for level 5, so that's pretty good. About a third of the chunk right there. And then let's just double check our supplies and make sure that we're good to go on this. So as you can see, it's 2,000 Ultimus credits. I've got 63,000 or 66,000, pardon me, for an Ultimus Orb, and then 10,000 for Orange Catalyst. Or these are very similar to the purple orbs over in my Blitz store. You can't actually see that, but I went over to the Blitz tab row there. So it's very similar to these orbs, whereas like you can pick like a specific one to get gear for, but that's not a great exchange rate considering I don't think they give you that many things. Yeah, it guarantees you one of, and then you can get one piece, or you have a chance of getting two. So I mean, like it's not the best exchange rate in my opinion. And like I said before, I'm trying to get Ultimus maxed out. So if we look at the 1% drops, it's 50 shards of Ultimus, and I need about, what is that, 79 shards. So I've got 33 orbs. So let's see how this goes. So we're just gonna kind of blow through these as well, because this is just like the War Store where it doesn't give you the multi-orb choice. So we're just going to go through these. Now there are good characters in here. There is a number of characters that I need that are in this orb. When they're added to premium orbs and things like that, they're added to this orb as well. So you already saw Sinister and Elsa Bloodstone. We've already gotten a few Ultimus drops. Another Sinister actually. So I think even after I max out Ultimus, I'll still be opening these orbs just because of that chance of getting like those good characters that are added in. It seems like they're doing a pretty good job adding them in on a regular basis. So the Shatterstar event is actually going on right now, and he was already added into the orbs, as you could tell from me pulling him from premiums and things like that. Oh, see, there's Zemo. That's a huge W right there. Okay, so we're definitely maxed out Ultimus by now. That 50 definitely put us over the edge with a couple 15s that we've already pulled. So I'm very excited about that. Mystique is another character that's been in the game for a long time that I don't have maxed out, so another good one. Wow, okay. So yeah, Ultimus is maxed out. Super psyched about that. Got about 3 more orbs. And that's going to wrap it up. So let's see. I got 215. Okay, that's crazy. 30 Sinister, which is very good. He's only available, apart from orbs, he's only available in War Store, so that's going to save me tons of currency. But I don't know if I'm ever going to go out of my way to farm him. 15 Zemo is huge. He's currently the Battle Pass character right now, so getting extras of him is always nice. Some more Scream. I'm so hyped about that. It's so good. Some more Stature, which is nice. She's the protector on the Pimtech team, so getting her higher, so her health pool is larger, is always going to be a plus. I'm not going to buy this offer. That was a misclick. I apologize. So let's go over here. This is Ultimus 7. So we're currently doing Ultimus 7.2. If you don't know what that means, that's okay. I'll do like a raid video here pretty shortly talking about the raids and what kind of like my alliance is doing. Let's go over here and claim this. Does that give us another milestone orb? We might have another Ultimus. Yeah, so we got 2 more Ultimus orbs. No premiums. Or milestones, I mean. What is this? Oh, nice. We got some gear orbs. So let's open these real quick. Some more of these. Nothing incredibly useful out of that. And then, what is this? Okay, so I got some catalyst pieces. Not terrible. Not overly useful. Some more Ultimus. Some Hawkeye. Alright. Alright, so with all this gold, we got 18.7 million gold. That's going to go in here. And yeah, go from the bottom to the top. So go ahead and rank up Ultimus. See how high his power is. 31,000. So that's very, very, very small. If you remember the beginning of the video, I showed off Carnage. But this is level 60, gear tier 9, and then just basic, just purple abilities and level 1 ISO. So he's not going to be very strong. But once I finish Dark Dimension 3, he's going to get his 5 red stars. That's the only way to get red stars for him. Not too shabby there. Let's go ahead and rank this up. Oh, that's sad. I'm 1 shard away from the 5-star, but I have her 4 red stars, so you can already see that she's significantly, or I guess not significantly, but she's going to turn out to be much stronger than Ultimus. Well, I mean, if you compare them already, it's 4-star to 7-star, and she's about the same power level and missing 3 gold stars. So yeah, that's kind of funny. one shard away from Electro being 5 stars. Go ahead and rank up Yellow Jacket. Very hype about this because, like I said, if that Pimtech team ends up being the legendary unlock for the next one, I don't have that far to go. Only about 115, so It's not terrible. It's not terrible. He's gear tier 11 and then 664 and level 60. Not too shabby right there. So he's the weakest member on my Pimtech team actually. Go up here. Merc Lieutenant, very important for the mercenary team. He's very essential because he provides a lot of healing, a lot of speed, a lot of offense. So he's a very important character. So that's very nice. Cull Obsidian. Nice. I had 4 red stars on him, so that's going to fill out that red star. So that's a nice little power jump for him. That's going to boost up my Black Order a decent amount, so I'm pretty excited about that. Zemo. Zemo is a very good PvP character, so this is very nice because he's good. He's nice for getting those easy missions, so that's good. Grenadier, he is the oddball. He doesn't go with Red Skull, he goes with Zemo. He always assists on Zemo's attacks or something like that. So having a higher Grenadier is always nice. Let's keep going. Ravager Stitcher, not a good character, but I'm putting that 7th star on him just because that's kind of like my thing. Is I want like equal power across the board. Like once I get back on track, I'm gonna go down here and revisit like this Kree Oracle and Sentry and get them up to tier 10 or 11. Hydra Sniper, this is one of the ones that goes on that Red Skull team. This one, he provides a lot of good stuff. So he's providing speed, he's providing crit chance, and then he's also, that stealth is, I think it's pretty insignificant, but everything else is really nice, the speed especially. So this one is a really nice ability. So it provides offense up, and then speed, and then fills his own speed bar, so that's really nice. So you can get him out there, getting those big hits in fast. This is one of the shield minions that's probably used the least, Shield Trooper. His big thing that he does is if you attack characters next to him with fire support, attack an adjacent ally, attack that by 210%, and on crit, reduce speed bar. So this is really nice, but it's probably the least used. But so Fury, Fury and the minions do a lot of stuff with crits. So if you're using this on defense or even on offense and the enemy's hitting you a lot, you're reducing a lot of speed bar, which is really nice. But like I said, he's like probably the least used minion. X23, nice. So the 6th red or yellow star on her, that's really nice. This is going to save me a lot of time in that war store and a lot of currency. So I'm really excited about that. It was a nice little boost for her. Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is pretty essential, I would say, for that Zemo team. He's got a very, very big hit turn 1 with his mechanical arm. Attack 550% damage and ability block for 2 turns and cannot be blocked. So those annoying tanks like Captain America or any team that starts off with deflect, you're going to be able to land that debuff and do some pretty good damage. So I'm pretty excited about that. He's going to be pretty essential for taking down Red Skull. Let's keep going. Nice. Some more on Corvus. Like I said, I pulled a decent amount of him from Orbs, so it's going to save me some arena currency, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm at 66 out of 300. And then Swarm is coming to the arena store next, so I'll be able to farm him right after. 329 out of 200. That's actually really significant, because that's almost halfway to the 7th yellow star already. Nice little power jump. Yeah, almost 130 out of 300. That's really nice. I went kind of hard on my Fantastic Four team. I buffed them up quite a bit. So this is going to be really nice for my Marauders. Or actually, I hate that name. I don't know why I just said that. For my Marauders team on defense, that's a nice 5k jump. 7th yellow star there. If I didn't already have Magneto 7 stars, that would help me out there. Captain Marvel. Recently farmed her to 7 stars because of the Doom campaign, and then got those extra shards. So that's nice. A lot of people are going to be using her on the upcoming skill military team, just because she has a very, 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 very big damage turn 1 ability that a lot of people are trying to utilize. So this is one I've been waiting on. His event just came back, I believe it was last week. Finally got that 7th star on him, which is kind of a big deal because it requires Black Bolt and the other, 6 other Inhumans, 4 other Inhumans at 7 stars. So that's pretty significant. This is going to be a nice little power bump right here. Yep, 91,000. Very excited about that. My symbiotes have gone dramatically increased as of late between the 6th red star here. I recently bought the 6th red star on Venom, and then also this Scream. So if she pops into the store and I have the credits, I'm probably going to buy her 6th red star as well. And then Sim Spider-Man, only 25 more shards, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then as you can see, almost halfway to the 6 yellow on anti-venom. Very, very, very exciting stuff. This puts me closer to having Shatterstar. I'm to the next star level. Just because of that, I might even be able to get him to 5 stars, which is a pretty big deal. He's a campaign character, but 5 stars. Typically, the only time I've gotten a campaign character like this to 5 stars is if I bought one of their initial offers. So I think that's a pretty big deal. As you can see, I went way over the cap for gold. I think the highest milestone is only like 2.5 million gold or something like that. I've obviously spent much more than that. So let's check out what this achievement is. Rank up characters 600 times. Alright. So it's a free premium, or half of a premium, I should say. So let's see if I can see my days played. Yeah, so 970 days currently. About 50 more days, and I'll hit 1,020 for some free red stars and some free power cores. Pretty excited about that. Like I said, I've been playing the game for a minute. So I'm going to be making videos covering this stuff and just kind of sharing what me and my alliance are doing and just different stuff. Like I said, I created my channel initially just to share my interests, and this is obviously one of my interests. So I'm pretty excited about that. My Star Wars game that I've posted a few videos for, I'm going to be able to do probably better quality videos. I recently got a connector to my iPad, which will allow me to kind of plug it directly into the computer instead of just doing a screen record. Ooh, nice. Okay, so let's go rank up Electro real quick. So I'll be able to like plug stuff into my iPad and actually be able to record those videos, so I'm very excited about that. My parents got me that as a Christmas present, so I'm really appreciating that. Nice. 5 stars on Electro. Because I'm going to use her, I think, in my Sinister Six squad whenever I get Dr. Octopus. He should be coming out here pretty shortly. So yeah, pretty excited about that. And then I'll also be able to, I play Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle on my phone, so I'll be able to like record videos of my summons and things like that and kind of share that. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I just wanted to show off all of my orbs and the various character upgrades and kind of how long I've been playing the game and stuff like that, because this is my first real video covering Marvel Strike Force. Really enjoy the game, really happy. This actually works with BlueStacks, so I don't have to go through a bunch of hoops and stuff to be able to stream it like I was with Star Wars. So very excited. This video is much longer than I anticipated. I know Kara didn't really appreciate that. So without further ado, that's going to wrap it up for now. We'll probably be back, I'm not sure when, with another video on Marvel Strike Force, but very shortly, Josh and I should be doing a collab for the Wonder Woman review and just kind of discussion. And then we'll also be doing, there's a lot of stuff that came out last week about Star Wars and Marvel and their various projects, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago by this point, but I still want to talk about it because I feel like there's some stuff that I just want to talk about. And then we'll probably be doing a collab for Mandalorian, so you can keep your eyes out for all that stuff. I've got some comic videos coming out, hopefully soon. I've reread some stuff, and I kind of want to release a new video on it, because some of my stuff was like non-spoiler reviews, but I kind of want to get into the story on some of them. So I've read a lot of books recently and things like that, and I'm reading through the original Death of Superman story, so I'll try to do what I can with that. It's been kind of crazy lately, but I've got a lot of free time on my hands, so I'll try to get all those recorded and stuff like that, because I think it's fun. But yeah, without further ado, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you if you watched the whole video, or if you just watched part of it, or if you skipped to the end, or whatever. Thank you very much for your support, and I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time.